audio problem which I can hear the screen. I can't do it. Okay, there's an audio for a second, then it's gone again. That is weird. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this is okay. So probably you can hear it, but I can't. Okay, this is weird. Okay, why am I can't hear anything? Yes, it is time to self-reform, it is. Because I can't hear anything. Let's try something new. Okay. It is. Oh God, please bear with me. Hey, look, it's the intro. Hey, we're right on time. We're right on time. Yay.
Ignition.
Lift off.
Falcon 9 has cleared the tower.
10, 9, 8,
Side booster ignition.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo, yeah.
It's December 6th, and you're looking at a live view of Falcon 9 on launch
Haha.
at 39A
Falcon.
Kennedy Space Center, and we're about to launch a Dragon spacecraft. Liftoff is targeted at 11:17 a.m. Eastern Time. My name is Andy Tran.
Shut up.
Production supervisor here at SpaceX. It's great to be here with you to cover our 21st commercial resupply mission to the International Space Station for NASA. On screen and on top of Falcon 9 is an upgraded version of our Dragon vehicle. We've seen this new vehicle fly people twice now. The first was on our Demonstration 2 mission earlier this year with NASA astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, and most recently on the Crew 1 mission with the four NASA astronauts who are currently still living and working on the space station. For today's mission, instead of people, we'll be will be transporting cargo, and this will be the first flight of cargo in our upgraded Dragon. It's worth
Nice.
highlighting that all CRS flights going forward will fly from Pad 39A, and late cargo
Oh
load will
no.
be done through the crew access
Then
arm.
CRS.
To this day,
Oh,
Dragon
CRS
remains the only
20 will be the
spacecraft
last
currently
from
flying
the
that's capable of transporting
from-
significant amounts of cargo to and from the Earth. Once
from
Dragon
S-
reaches its
from Slick-
destination, it will
Slick
be
40
the
then.
first time that we have
Oh,
two
that's
Dragons
sad.
docked at the orbiting
Oh.
laboratory at the same time. Between Crew Dragon and the cargo resupply missions, at this time we are anticipating that there will be a Dragon spacecraft attached to the International Space Station at all times throughout 2021. And one final milestone to highlight today. If all goes according to plan, today's launch will mark the 100th successful
Ooh,
mission.
yay,
for Falcon 9.
poggers.
So a lot of excitement ahead in the next hour. We are targeting an instantaneous launch window, currently at T-minus 13 minutes and counting, with all systems currently go at both our Kennedy Space Center and SpaceX Mission Control in Hawthorne, California. So with that, let's take a closer look at today's Falcon 9 and Dragon spacecraft.
Nice. Now we go. There we can. Now I can
This
have
is
a
going to
big
be
screen.
SpaceX's 24th launch this year, and as I mentioned, this is the cargo configuration of our new Dragon spacecraft. This version of Dragon is designed for up to
Poggers.
5 flights, while the previous version of Dragon can only support 3. Dragon was also designed from the beginning to be reused, so we are hoping to refly this vehicle again in the future.
Hell
To
yeah.
date, 9 of our CRS missions have launched flight-proven Dragons. Today we'll be
That looks
delivering
mini
approximately
Starship.
6,400 pounds of cargo to the space station, including critical materials to support dozens of science and research investigations that will occur on board the orbiting laboratory. We'll go into a little bit more detail on some of that research later on in today's webcast. This version of Dragon has 20% more volume and double the powered lockers. And in order to fly more cargo, we've made a few modifications to the spacecraft from the vehicle used on our Demo 2 and Crew 1 missions. Since there are no people on board, we've removed the Super Draco engines, which not only power Crew Dragon, but will also carry astronauts away from Falcon 9 to safety in the unlikely event of an emergency on the pad or during ascent. We've also removed 2 trunk fins used only for abort scenarios. And in the
Okay, I was
override
waiting for
section,
Jonas
the
Brucker
seats
for this
and
stream
crew
though.
space have been swapped for cargo racks.
I really do
Lastly,
waiting for him.
the environmental control systems has also been reduced in both size and complexity. And while this Dragon will be flying for the first time, the Falcon 9 first stage, which is the bottom 2/3 of the vehicle,
Hey, it's
is a
B1
flight-proven booster.
B1058,
Today's
the
mission,
worm
CRS
booster.
21, will
Yay!
be its 4th flight. It previously supported the Demo 2,
Hell
Anasis
yeah.
2, and most recently the Starlink mission in October.
Poggers.
To date, we've had 99 successful Falcon 9 launches. 42 of those were on
It's
return
the
boosters,
second, yeah,
and
the second
today we'll be
Dragon
attempting
lifter.
to recover the first
Hey, it's
stage
lifting
on our
Dragon
Demo 2.
again though.
Of course, I Still Love You, stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. You can see it on screen right now. And for those keeping count, if we do successfully land Falcon 9 today, this will mark our 68th booster landing.
Oh, we're one landing away, boys. We're one landing away. The nice number.
And finally, above
Can't
the first
wait.
stage is our second
Can't
stage.
wait for that.
It has a single Merlin vacuum or MVAC engine, which ignites after the first stage separates. The second stage is what will carry Dragon to its intended orbit, allowing the spacecraft to eventually rendezvous with the International Space Station. It's T-minus 10 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. The SpaceX
Okay, yeah, I
with
think my
no
internet is
significant
just
issues.
fucking
For
low.
propellant, the go,
I'm
no-go
gonna,
was
maybe I
conducted at the
gonna
T-minus
replace with my
38-minute mark,
secondary
and propellant
internet
loading began shortly after that,
provider next
around the
time, so
T-minus
yeah,
35-minute mark.
possibly.
At this point, RP1 fuel is
It's
complete
yellow
on
though.
the
The
second
cell
stage
is,
and
oh
almost
wait,
done on the
it's
first stage.
green,
For
it's
liquid
green.
oxygen,
It's
currently
it's
underway
it's
on
like
both
it's like a
stages and
fucking
should complete
RGB
around
right
the
now.
T-minus 2-minute mark.
It's red, yellow,
We're
and
also loading helium
red,
gas
yellow,
into both
green, red,
stages.
yellow, green.
Falcon 9
Yeah,
uses
my
helium
stream
as a
connection is
pressure
like
and backfill the
RGB. What the
propellant
hell?
mix, as liquid oxygen and RP1 are
Yeah,
consumed by
so
the Merlin engines during ascent.
this is not
For Dragon,
optimum.
we've also began its startup sequence at the T-minus 35-minute mark when it coordinated timing with Falcon 9. It's currently undergoing vehicle health checks with the next big step just before liftoff, when the Dragon transitions to internal battery power.
Ooh, nice.
The range is standing by and ready to support. As for weather, a bit better than yesterday. We're looking at a 40% probability of violation with the primary weather constraint of thick clouds. There may also be some precipitation in the thick clouds that we are monitoring.
70% is pretty great.
To monitor all the way
Well,
until T0.
it's not just pretty great, it's great.
Other than that, with the launch team, Falcon 9, Dragon, and Range reporting green, and at T-minus 9 minutes and counting, all systems are go for launch of CRS 21 today. Since SpaceX began flying Dragon in 2012, our vehicles have delivered some really cool and vital scientific experiments to the orbiting laboratory, and today's mission is no different. Dragon will be carrying dozens of research payloads to the space station,
including
research from the
airlock.
National Laboratory, operated by the Center for the Advancement of Science in Space, or CASIS. There are more than 20 payloads sponsored by NASA and the National Lab on today's mission, representing more than 50 science experiments, all of which are intended to benefit life on Earth.
Ooh,
Let's take a few minutes and look at some of the groundbreaking research from CASIS that will be aboard the CRS-21
Oh
mission.
no. Am I getting copyrighted for this? Am I copyrighted for this? Okay, I'm just muting it in case I'm get copyrighted. It's the airlock. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Ooh. What is that? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Poggers. Okay, we're 5 minutes away from launch actually. What the hell? I want to see the rocket. Come on. We're 5 days away.
This is just a small sample of the dozens of research experiments that Dragon will take up to the space station. For more information on the exciting
Why-
microgravity
why
research
is the-
happening on the orbiting
Why
rocket,
aren't they
you can follow
showing up
@space_station on Twitter.
the beam airlock? I mean,
We
it's
are
literally the
currently under
biggest
contract with
payload on
NASA
this
to resupply the space station
on
through
this launch.
2024 as part of a second commercial resupply services contract award. These missions will
That is
use the
weird.
new version of Dragon, which can fly both
I mean, it's
cargo
literally like
and people. And today's
filled
mission
the
marks
whole
first flight
trunk
under this
all the
new
way.
contract, and
Why
we're
don't
super
they
excited
just
to
show
continue this partnership with NASA.
the thing about beam?
Flying NASA astronauts and helping keep the space station fully operational is a top priority for us here at SpaceX. We are just past T-minus 4 minutes and continuing to count down
nice.
for an 11:17 a.m. Eastern launch to the International
Woohoo.
Space Station. In
Can't
these
wait.
last few
This is a
minutes,
very
Falcon
sunny
9 is
launch.
performing
Hopefully we get a good
final
landing
health checks
footage.
on its primary communications, avionics, and propulsion systems in preparation for flight. Just to give you a recap of what's been happening at the T-minus 7-minute mark, we began engine chilling. This is where we inject a small amount of super chilled liquid oxygen to prepare the 9 first-stage engine turbopumps for full propellant flow during flight. You might hear the call-outs that engines are sufficiently chilled later on in the countdown. At the T-minus 4-minute mark, the transporter erector, which is that large truss structure next to Falcon 9, began to retract away from Falcon 9 in preparation for liftoff. In about a minute around the T-minus 2-minute mark, liquid oxygen should complete loading on the second stage, and that will be the last of our propellant loading at the T-minus 1-minute mark.
It is. It's about to launch. Hell yeah.
Mode and guide the rocket through the rest of the countdown. Shortly after that, the SpaceX launch director will give
Look
the
at
go
that
for
ice
launch,
over
and
the
finally
city
at
booster.
T0, the rocket is
Looks
released
beautiful.
from the hold-down clamps for liftoff, after which the strong back fully retracts away from the rocket, clearing way for Falcon 9's ascent.
Nice.
Checkouts of the second stage thrust vector control actuators are also underway. You often hear people refer to this as an engine wiggle test.
Yeah,
This is where
wiggle.
we move the thrust nozzle slightly
Wiggle.
to make sure that the guidance hardware is a go for flight. We do the exact same checkouts on the engines for the first stage, except that occurs just seconds before ignition.
2 minutes.
Dragon is also performing its final
Let's
health
fucking
checkouts
go.
to make sure all of its primary systems are ready for its rendezvous with the space station. The range remains a go for launch, and whether we are still continuing to monitor. Let's listen into the nets for the last few minutes of terminal count.
Nice. I guess Jesse and John only on is now used only on official broadcasts. I guess
we have some
big
white clouds starting to
broadcast.
form around Falcon 9. This is
Yeah,
really
no
normal for
problem,
us
no problem,
at this
dude.
stage in the countdown. That is liquid oxygen condensing when it meets the warmer ambient airs of Florida.
Ooh,
And
minus
just past
1
the
minute.
T-minus 1 minute
Let's
mark,
go.
both stages
Fuck
are
yeah.
beginning to pressurize for launch.
Let's fucking go. I'm gonna be quiet. Let me count down from 30 seconds. Then I'll be quiet. Maybe.
And we are reaching the T-minus 30-second mark. All systems
30. 29.
are go for launch. And this is
27,
mission
26,
CRS 21.
25. Come on, baby, let's
the last
go.
mission of Dragon for this year.
Hell yeah. Oh, T-minus 15. Let's go. 10, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I have a countdown? What the hell? Whoa! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I want. Woo! Yeah, that's hot. Let's go. Whoa. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's a beautiful track cam. That's a beautiful track cam right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gravity turn. Hell yeah. That looks beautiful.
It's T plus 50 seconds into flight. Falcon 9 is carrying our upgraded Dragon vehicle to low Earth orbit. In a few seconds, we'll be passing max Q, which is the moment where the vehicle will experience the highest amount of aerodynamic pressures.
Max Q. Oh wait, not yet. Not yet. Okay.
And we've just passed max Q.
Max Q. Hell yeah.
Coming up are 3 events in rapid succession. The first event is MECO, or main engine cutoff. This is where all 9 of the Merlin engines on the Falcon 9 first stage will shut down in preparation for the second event, which is stage separation.
Okay.
This is where the first and second stage will separate from one another. And a few seconds after that, we'll have a second engine start 1, where the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite to boost Dragon to low Earth orbit. Again, that is main engine cutoff, stage separation, followed by second engine start on the second stage. Main engine cutoff should happen around the T plus 2 minute and 31 second mark.
Up. Almost Miko. Miko. Hell yeah. Time for the boost back burn.
And you just saw on screen successful main engine cutoff, stage separation, and ignition of our second stage.
Hell yeah, the grid fins flew out.
So on screen right now, you have 2 different views. On the right-hand side is a view of our second stage Merlin vacuum engine. On top of that second stage is our Dragon vehicle. And on the left-hand side is a view from the top of our first stage looking downward. The first stage will continue its descent back towards Earth and attempt landing on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, in a few minutes, while the second stage continues to take our Dragon vehicle to low Earth orbit. If you are just joining us, this is the 21st
The back loop should be a
resupply
while.
mission for the International Space Station for NASA. This is also SpaceX's 24th launch this year. And we're flying a cargo configuration of our new Dragon spacecraft.
We're gonna have docking tomorrow then. Ooh, this is interesting. This is just like back on Crew
the
1.
left-hand side of your screen, the first
Oh,
stage,
this is
in order to
interesting.
make its way back to our drone
This is
ship,
exciting.
the first stage executes a series of 2 burns. The first burn is the entry burn, where 3 of the Merlin engines will reignite. This helps to slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. The second and final burn is the landing burn. This is a single engine burn that brings the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on our drone ship. The first of those 2 burns, the stage 1 entry burn, should happen around the T plus 6.5 minute mark. Until then, we get some really cool views of both the first and second stage. You notice that our grid fins on the first stage have also deployed. Those help to guide the first stage back during descent. You can also see some periodic plumes of gas, that's nitrogen, coming from our attitude control systems. And those help to orient the first stage as it continues to fall back towards Earth. And there it goes. We're about a minute away from the first of these 2 burns on the first stage. And just checking in with the second stage, everything seems to be looking nominal.
Ooh, normal. Great to hear. Okay, why the hell on NASA stream it has red stripes on
That engine that you
on the
see on the right-hand
webcast?
side
What's
can
with that?
produce over 220,000 pounds of thrust in a vacuum. That single engine is what is carrying Dragon to low Earth orbit right now.
Okay. Almost entry burn. Hopefully we're gonna see the Eye of Sauron.
And we're just a few seconds away from our re-entry burn on the first stage. Watch for those
Oh,
three
that's
Merlin engines
that
to deflect
RCS
and slow the stage
plumes.
down.
Really beautiful.
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
Ooh, look at that. That's the Eye of
There's
Sauron.
our entry burn. Again, that's 3 engines slowing the first stage down before it hits that dense part of the Earth's atmosphere.
Trajectory nominal.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
Nice.
And we are done with the first of 2 burns on the first stage. The second burn, the landing burn, will happen at the T plus 8 minute and 18 second mark.
Ooh.
That second burn should last for about 25 seconds. And as that burn is happening, we should also be
Ooh, doubling.
having another major event for the second stage, second engine cutoff. We'll see if we can hear that as the landing burn begins.
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate this. Show me the booster cam. Show me the booster cam.
As we wait for this
Stage
landing
1,
burn,
entry transonic.
Ooh,
this is gonna be
transonic.
our
Where is the
68th
booster
attempt to
cam?
recover
Where
our
is the
first
booster
stage, and we
cam?
are going to be attempting to land on our drone ship in
Where's the
Atlantic
booster
Ocean.
cam?
Of course, I still love you.
I hate this.
Second stage and terminal guidance.
Show me.
Stage 1, landing burn startup.
Oh, come on. Where the hell is the camera?
And we got audio confirmation
FTS is saved.
that the first stage has begun its landing burn.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Everything's looking great on the second stage right now.
Yeah, I want to see the first stage.
Stage 1, landing leg deploy.
Ooh.
There's a view from our drone ship. Here comes Falcon 9.
Wait. Yay! Woo! Yay!
Falcon 9 has landed once again.
Hell
It is
yeah!
The 68th
Heck yeah!
successful first stage recovery. This mission also marks the 100th successful flight
Woo!
of Falcon
100th
9.
flight of the Falcon
It's
9.
also the 35th time we've landed successfully on our drone ship. Of course, I still love you. During that landing, we did get confirmation of second stage, second engine cutoff. Also, confirmation of a good orbit. And second stage now has.
And now we have entered coasting phase, isn't it?
Separation of Dragon just a few minutes
Oh.
from now.
Ooh, that's the
We should have a
beam.
video of Dragon separation from the top of the second stage. It should give us
Okay,
a
you're gonna
nice
see some
view into
separation.
Dragon's unpressurized cargo trunk area.
It's gonna be a while.
This is an animation to show where each of the stages are currently in this mission. The second stage has turned off its Merlin vacuum engine and it's currently
Okay, so now
coasting,
we're waiting for
waiting
separation.
for Dragon separation.
Okay. It's gonna be a while, isn't it? Is the nose cone jettisoned
There's
on
a
this
view
one?
of the unpressurized section of
Or is
Dragon.
it flipped like the normal? I think it's flipped.
Now, for a typical CRS mission, after Dragon deploys, we would be waiting for solar array deployment, but as a reminder, this is our new Dragon vehicle, and it has solar panels mounted along the surface of the trunk. You might be able to see it once Dragon separates, but those solar panels are already activated and producing power.
Ooh, nice. Free energy.
We are about 45 seconds away from Dragon separation.
That's the beam airlock. Looks pretty big.
Again,
God,
we are
please
in a
don't
coast
clip
phase,
that.
even though the engines are
Please,
not
for
on.
God's sake, don't clip
We are
that.
still coasting at pretty fast pace, 27,000 kilometers per hour. And we are expecting Dragon separation just a few seconds from now.
Few seconds. It's been a few seconds. Come on. Yep. There we go. Almost there.
Dragon separation confirmed.
There we go. Yay.
And there is Dragon separated from the second stage.
The
What a
trunk
cool
field
view.
looks funny.
That is, if you've been following us, looks a lot different than our previous CRS missions. Dragon is carrying approximately 6,400 pounds of cargo to the International Space Station on this
Ooh,
mission.
finally.
A small portion of the cargo
That's
represents
beautiful.
supplies
That's
for
a
the
beautiful
astronauts,
shot right
things
there.
like food and
Ah,
clothing,
hell yeah.
but most of the cargo represents science going up to the space station. The International Space Station serves
weird,
as the world's leading
the
laboratory
Dragon
for
has
cutting-edge
two
research and
fins like a
technology
starship.
development that will enable
Oh,
human and
that looks
robotic
like a starship,
exploration of
though.
destinations
Isn't
beyond
it?
low Earth orbit, including the Moon and even Mars.
Ooh.
The Dragon vehicle is just
Wait.
beginning its journey. It has about
What? Mars?
26
Wait,
hours
what?
before reaching the space
Dragon
station.
form. I thought we ditched that years ago. Wait, what?
Next major event is
What?
nose cone deploy, and that's where we
What
expose
the-
the guidance, navigation, and control sensors and docking mechanisms. We won't be able to see that on camera, but we should be able to get confirmation of it.
Okay, so does Noscon deploy and jettison, or is it like a flip, like just like on the old Dragon? I mean, like the Crew Dragon, not the old one.
And we do have confirmation of nose cone deploy.
And
And Dragon
oh,
is
okay,
now,
it's deployed.
there it is. Dragon is now on its way to the space station.
Now, where
over
are the
next
pieces,
26
though?
Hours,
I usually can
Dragon
see the
will
pieces
perform a
falling
series
off.
of orbital height adjustment maneuvers with its Draco engines until it's within a few kilometers of the International Space Station and begins its autonomous docking process. Dragon is set to dock at 1:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and remain at the space station for more than 30 days before returning to Earth with research and return cargo. And there you have it, our fifth and final Dragon flight of 2020. With that, that's going to do it for us here at SpaceX today. We had an on-time liftoff from Kennedy Space Center, successful stage separation. We landed our first stage for the 68th time and successfully deployed our upgraded Dragon vehicle into orbit. Today's mission also marked the 100th successful flight for Falcon 9.
100.
Dragon's arrival and docking to the space station will be streamed live starting tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on NASA TV. Dragon will spend, again, about 5 weeks attached to the space station before returning to Earth with cargo and research. Keep an eye out for mission updates on NASA and SpaceX's social media accounts. We want to give a big thanks to the Range and Federal Aviation Administration for their support
Well,
today.
that's a wrap,
And
I
of course,
guess.
finally, thank you to everyone that has joined and tuned in for
That
today's
was
launch.
anticlimactic,
Till
but
next time, have a great
well,
rest
it
of
is
your
a
weekend.
SpaceX launch. At least it gave us telemetry and everything, unlike the Sentinel launch. It's pretty great. Well, so yeah, I guess that's it, huh? yeah, so that's it. Wait, why is it still? Okay, never mind. So I guess I'll end the stream here. So since it's already late and the launch already happened, so it'll be funny if you know if I still streaming it. So yeah, I guess we're gonna end it here, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.